Yes lads, it's Kieran Talks here, and in today's video we are back again with some Arsenal content. Today on the channel we will be ranking, rating and reviewing basically each and every Arsenal player's season. We'll be diving in, taking one long dive, just seeing through each and every Arsenal player's season. We'll also be rating the manager right at the beginning, so stay tuned for that. Obviously, you want to see what I'm going to rate Mikel Arteta, so without further ado, let's rate and rank every Arsenal player this season. Let's rate them out of 10. We start off with Mikel Arteta. FA Cup out, League Cup out, Premier League mid-table at the time of recording, and probably won't do much better. We're not going to get top 6. Let's fucking face it, we're not getting top 6, right? We're not getting top 6. It's just the facts, I hate to say. If we don't win the Europa League this season for Mikel Arteta is, for me, is a 0. Right now, I'm giving him 3. And that's generous. 3 because he's shown what he can do at times, but rarely. He is a muppet. His starting 11 need to be questioned for most weeks. His substitutions, his tactics, his respect for other teams. He shows way too much respect for the bigger team. City, United, even Spurs included, I have to say, Liverpool as well when we went to Anfield in September. But Mikel Arteta, unless you win the Europa League, which I'll give you an 8 this season for, this is a 3. Next up, we go to the goalkeepers. Bernd Leno, our saviour, our man, our myth, our legend. Saved us time and time again. 8.5, can't say much more about that. Alex Renarson, Iceland's third choice keeper. Need I say more? 1.5, and that's generous, I'm sorry. 1.5. Matty Ryan, on loan from Brighton. Socceroo, Australian lad. Played 1 game, and I rated him a 7 out of 10. Therefore, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. Now we move to the 8 defenders. There are still, how many players left to rank? We have 23 players left in this squad, so a squad of 26. You love to see it. Hector Bellerin, 3. Shit. At the time of recording this, we just beat Leicester 3-1 at the King Power Stadium. Why? We had a proper right back who had coordination with the right midfielder and knew each other's strengths and weaknesses. Bellerin has far too many weaknesses. What can he do right? Nothing. 3. And that's generous. Bellerin, we don't need you, mate. Piss off to PSG. Kieran Tierney, my left back. Need I say more? Absolutely not. 8.5. What a man. Kieran Tierney, my left back. What a man. He is magic. Rob Holding, been pleasantly surprised with him this season. I'm giving him a 6.5. If I was rating his hairline, it would be a 0 probably, but I'm not. I'm rating his defensive abilities and performance throughout the season. Haven't made too many mistakes. I can't really recall more than 1 or 2 really. Been very impressed. Is a 6.5 too harsh, too generous? Let me know in the comments down below. Rob Baldwin gets a 6.5. Our fans call him Holdini, which I just think is pathetic. Callum Chambers played about 10 minutes, 5 out of 10. Need I say more? I don't even think I should have ranked him. David Luiz, presently surprised, underrated as hell. 7.5. I have been so impressed with him. Gabrielle Magolez, brilliant. To be fair, he's had 1 really rough patch, which is why I'm giving him a 7.5. Without that rough patch, he would probably be our player of the season. 9. Him and Leno probably, and Pablo Marie are, for me, the reasons why we have one of the best defensive records in the Premier League this season. Gabrielle Magolez won our first 3 player of the month, like I said, 7.5. Cedric Suarez made a couple of game-costing mistakes against Benfica and Aston Villa. If he hadn't made those, he would be a 9. I'm giving him a 7. Very underrated. Plays brilliantly at right back, not left back, alongside Nicola Pepe, which worked absolute wonders today. Pablo Marie, beast, underrated as shit. 8.5. My centre-back, underrated. Mohamed El Neni deserves more respect in my opinion. probably our worst centre-mid, but he's not bad at all in my opinion. 6.5 surprised me and all our fans a lot, especially me. Granit Xhaka, 10 times a player when he's alongside Thomas Partey. Had his rough patches, but also had his unbelievable moments. I'm giving him a 7. Is that too harsh? Is that too generous? Let me know down below. Thomas Partey, is he worth the 45 million we paid for him in October? Yes. He has shown glimpses of what he can do. We are 100 times better with him in the side, and I don't care what anyone says. Just haven't seen enough of him, as the injury has ruined the party. Had a couple of injuries which has ruined the party. He gets, for me, a 7, which I think is extremely generous. Now, Danny Ceballos, I'm giving him a 4.5. I think that's generous as well. I could easily have gone lower. Maybe the lowest I could have gone is maybe even a 2, because I can only remember 2 or 3 decent performances he's put in. Apart from that, oh, it's just painful to watch. Sideways FC. Martin Odegaard, haven't seen so much, and I'm really intrigued to see a lot more, but from what I have seen, 7 out of 10. He just needs to learn to not be a pussy and have a shot in front of goal. Emil Rowe. Now this could be the most generous one yet. I've given him an 8, purely because, in my opinion, he is responsible for turning around our season. And there is no other way of saying it. Before he started, we were dog shit. Wow. He comes in, he starts against Chelsea. That is the start of something. With Emil Rowe, he turned around our season. Well done to Arteta for trusting the youth. But Rowe, for me, gets an 8. Absolutely bloody brilliant. Now on to the forwards. Nicola Pepe. So underrated, so disrespected. He's brilliant. He is brilliant. 7 out of 10 for Nicola Pepe. Well, pretty much all his good work he's done this season has been on the left. But as a right winger, I cannot wait to see more. Better start on Saturday afternoon at Turf Moor. Rhys Nelson, 4. I could have gone a lot lower. 4 for me is generous. I'm saying 3.5 actually. He's been demoted down to the under-23s. I think Arteta sussed him out the club. But Rhys Nelson, for me, fairly poor while he's played as well. 3.5, which I think is fairly generous. Gabrielle Martinelli, I'm going to give him a 6, but forget I even rated him. Arteta, why aren't you playing this guy, mate? Why are you not playing him? Imagine, look how well we played today without the likes of Saka, Aubameyang and Martinelli. Imagine we had Martinelli playing in these games, what he could do. He's one of, in my opinion, he's one of our best attacking players, if not our best youngster at this football club. He will be, well, if Arteta doesn't ruin him, which at the moment it looks like he's doing, he will be world class in my opinion. He has an unbelievable amount of potential. I'm giving him a 6, but it's just to cover a rating really. Willian, oh God, this is a sticky one because in the last 2 games, I've given him an average rating of 9.5. I know, ridiculous. Sorry, 9.25 actually, but who cares? Same thing. Willian, you get a 1.5. If it wasn't for these 2 performances, you would have got a 0.1 probably, and that's generous for Fulham on the first game of the season. Benfica, unbelievable. Leicester, absolutely exceptional. Changed both games. Willian, 1.5. But at the end of the season, I want to give you a 6. Show me more, prove me wrong, do not let me down. I'm trusting you, my boy Willian. Come on, we all love you, we're all behind you, we all want you to do well. Folarin Balogun, I'm giving him an 8. And before you start commenting, just shush. I'll tell you why. What has he done wrong? End of story, 8. Should have been given another chance, but guess what? Arteta's sussing him out of the club. Yes, he's a bit too greedy, but why did he not play him in those games like Burnley, even Spurs? We were crying out for someone like him. Villa, we needed a striker like that that could score goals, and guess what? He was it. That's all we had. Why not give him a chance? Someone who can't score a goal, can't score in a brothel is Elie Nketiah. 2.5. What? Shit. Worst striker at this football club. Alex Lacazette, 7, one of our top scorers. So underrated and disrespected in my opinion. Need I say more? No. 7. Could be generous, could be harsh. Let me know. Finally, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, Laka and Oba as a partnership last season were amazing. Oba, better, probably our player of the season. I've given Aubameyang a 3.5. I think that's very, very fair because he's had a shit season, let's be real. He just hasn't cut it. But please, Oba, we're starting to see glimpses of your form coming back. Hat-trick against Leeds. Brace against Benfica to put us through to the last 16, which I think could be the saviour of our season, So I'm giving you a 3.5. I need a lot more improvement from you. Lads, I think it's fair to say I'm a bit of an idiot because I forgot to record probably our best player this season, Bukayo Saka, my star boy. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. Would have been a 10 if he didn't have a bit of a rough patch towards the start of the season where we were lurking around the relegation zone. But he's our match winner. He's been there with us through thick and thin throughout this season. And without him, we would probably already be in the Championship. He gets a 9 out of 10. And there we go, lads. That is the end of today's video. If you did enjoy it, you already know what to do. Subscribe for more of this type of content. Yeah, there's not much more left to say. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my ratings. If you disagree, I'm more than happy to hear your thoughts. Let me know. Get involved down below. Let's make this comment section interactive as always. What the hell was that voice crack? But yeah, up the Gunners. We move to Burnley now on Saturday. It's all about building from that win against Leicester today at the time of recording. This video will probably be out on Tuesday. We don't have a game in midweek. But boys, build on this momentum now. Kick on, push on. I love you, my club. Up the Gunners, up the boys, up the Paella Pulis out brigade. Have a good one, lads. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.